Hi, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Nikki Starr. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you about meditation and how meditation is a practice that goes really beyond what we think about to get relaxed and to clear your mind, but to share how it is a place where we listen for divine guidance. And when I say divine guidance, I mean help, support, signs, clarity, knowing what to do, decisions to make, what next steps to take. So meditation is such a powerful practice for this. I make a joke that part of why I began to meditate was because I was at a retreat in Thailand. I was just at this beautiful resort and I was by myself, and there was morning yoga at the beach. And one of the yoga teachers was this man who had a really interesting energy around him. He seemed to be in slow motion. And he told me the reason why you want to meditate is because it gives you superpowers. And I had never heard that before. I was like, interesting, And, time later, time passed, and I really felt that he was right in the end. Meditation does give us superpowers. And one of the superpowers that I love the most is that when we get into a really still, calm place through meditation, everything seems really clear. Like when we're in a really centered, grounded place, it's clear what the next step is. It's clear what's for our highest and best good. We know what decision we have to take. We know what action we need to make. That's the beauty of what happens. And it's in that place of stillness when we're listening, because I feel that meditation is a deep listening practice. So one really easy way to meditate is literally sit, close your eyes, be still, and enter into a space of listening. Now, if there's something very specific that you want divine guidance around, you can set an intention or ask a question. So for example, if you have a question about where you should go for your holiday, right? I'm just like making anything up. But if you sit in your meditation and you listen, you can get information in different ways. You could maybe hear something. You could maybe see a vision of a beach or of a forest. You could start to get signs in different ways that you can interpret that are your answer, right? So that you can do this for anything in your life. And prayer is like the sister of meditation, and neither one of them are religious, right? I did the video earlier or last week on prayer and how it can solve your problems. Prayer is that moment when we're talking to the universe, God, your spirit guides, whatever you believe in that's greater than yourself, even just energy. And that's where you're kind of like putting in your order. Meditation is when you're listening for the response of that order, of that prayer, of that communication that you started. So I always like to pair them together. And you can go back and watch the prayer video if you'd like. But for here, I'm sharing mainly about the power of just being still, sitting back, listening, and that you will receive all the answers that you need. You may think like, how is that possible? Or how do I do it? It's really just very simple. And yes, you are going to have thoughts. And when you have thoughts, just return to the fact that you are listening, deeply listening. Even listen for sounds. Even if you're in a silent place, you might hear birds chirping outside. You might hear water running through the pipes if you live in a home with other people. So really allowing yourself to listen and tune in to whatever information wants to come to you. And also the other thing I recommend is open to receive divine guidance. Like it is a choice, it's an intention. So as you're sitting to listening, you are open and available for divine wisdom and guidance. So that's like another piece of it. So as you're here, you're listening, you're receiving, and you just allow the information to come. 2 other tips I have is I recommend setting an alarm. 20 minutes is really good, but I know that people who don't meditate a lot, that could seem like a forever amount of time. So I would say 10 minutes. 10 minutes is not that long. If that feels like a long time to you, then 5 minutes, right? But you sit there and you set a timer and you just sit and you listen. The other thing I recommend is creating a sacred space or just choosing the same place that you're going to do it every day, and preferably the same time in your day too. Because what happens is the body starts to get conditioned and knows that it's going to sit and be still. So it makes it easier to drop into that place of listening. So I highly recommend you can get a meditation cushion. You can do it on your couch, on a floor somewhere, in front of an altar if you have an altar, wherever you can feel the most peace, wherever you can have privacy, and wherever you can allow yourself to sit and listen and be still and know that you are divinely guided by your unseen support team, by energy, by the universe. Everything is conspiring for you. So I trust that this helps. And I trust that this helped you in, if you haven't already started a daily meditation practice, that this supported you in doing that, because it's so important to take that time. It's a form of self-care and self-love, and it does wonders for your health and your longevity. And I didn't even talk about that in this video, but it does so many other good things for the mind, the body, and the soul, that even though you're just listening for divine guidance, you're getting a whole bunch of other benefits. So I send you all so much love, wishing you a beautiful day, and I'll see you here tomorrow.